What's going on there, Mikey? Hope that you're doing well, brother. This is going to be another weightlifting based workout for you, a good strength based workout. Like other workouts that you've done, they're going to be a bunch of exercises, supersets together. We're going to be doing 3 different blocks of movements, 2 movements, a little rest, 2 movements, a little rest, 2 movements, a little rest. Now that you've been lifting and training for a little while, your coordination, your strength and your stamina are going to have increased, and you're going to be ready to be able to take on some more lifts into your vocabulary now. The first exercise that we're going to get started off with is going to be a sumo deadlift, and we're going to be doing some shoulder taps with that. Sumo deadlift is a great exercise for the lower body, and shoulder taps are a great exercise for shoulder strength and for core stability. So for our sumo deadlifts, you want to get yourself a hold of a dumbbell. You're going to put the dumbbell straight down, and you're going to get your hands underneath it, just like that. So I'm literally going to be gripping this dumbbell in my fingertips there, thumbs over the top, tight, tight grip. Our deadlift is going to look something like this. This is kind of similar to a squat motion. What you want to do is get your feet to be just over shoulder width apart so you've got quite a wide stance. We're going to lower the dumbbell down so that it's in line with the centre of your foot, and we want to try and keep it straight back the whole time. And a good way to keep it straight back is just thinking about lifting your chest up to face the wall in front and pushing your butt out to face the wall behind you. So chest proud front, butt goes out the back. We lower the dumbbell down until just before it comes in contact with the floor and stand straight up from there. We always want your knees to be pushing out the whole time as well. So if we do that from the side, that is, chest goes up, butt faces the wall behind us, butt's pushing away, chest is up, but we're just sitting on down, making sure that the dumbbell is in line with the middle of the feet, standing straight up from there. Chest goes up, butt goes back, boom, and so on and so forth. After we've got through that, when we get into the shoulder taps, they're going to look something like this. Now, with the shoulder taps, all you're going to want to do is get yourself down onto your knees. You're going to walk your hands out, and we're going to lift your feet off the floor there, so you can cross them over or you can just lift them off the floor, whatever you fancy. When we're doing this movement right now, we want to try and maintain core stability, keeping these abs super, super tight whilst we tap one hand to the opposite shoulder. And this is obviously going to throw us off balance a little bit, put a lot more pressure on one arm, and it's going to challenge the core. Now, the higher up we are, the easier this is going to be. So just start off when you're ready. The further out we go, the harder it's going to be. So what I'd say is, we want this to feel ideally difficult for something between 10 and 20 reps. So just have a little play around for a couple of sets. Try and find out how far out it is that you feel comfortable. If we were to do this in like a full push-up position with like just feet on the floor, like so, then doing them there is a real hard challenge, and I wouldn't recommend doing that right away. So start off high, every single set, get a little bit further out, try and find out where that difficulty is going to be, and then next time you do the workout, you can start again from there. The next exercise we're going to get into is a push press, and a bent over row. Sorry that I can't really speak English today. Push press is a great exercise for the shoulders, and it's really good for your cardiovascular as well. And the bent over row is going to be a great exercise for working your back and your arms. So what we're going to do is get your dumbbells, get your best starting off with a light weight for this, get them up onto your shoulders, and all we're going to do is we're just going to bend the hips and knees a little bit, like we're getting ready to jump up onto something. And then when we come to the top of the stand there, we're going to use that momentum to drive the dumbbells straight up. We're going to be pushing with our arms as well, but we want to try and get some momentum from the hips. So we just bend down a little bit, break at the knees and hips, and up, push. Back down to shoulders, down, up, push. Every single time that we're doing this motion, you want to make sure that you wait until the dumbbells get back into your shoulders before you go for the next little dip. I've seen a lot of people get this thing into like a really bad movement pattern where they're pushing the dumbbells up and they're always trying to squat down before the dumbbells come back down, and it makes life difficult. So little dip, up, push, so on and so forth. Then what we want to do for your bent over row, that's going to look something like this. All you want to do is we want to try and create a good little bit of back stability by making sure we've got a straight back, pushing the hips backwards, allowing for a natural little bend in the knee. We don't want to have stiff, locked out legs, but let a little bend come in the knee, push the hips out backwards. So as you can see, I've got a straight shin bone here. Those hips pushing back right now just allows your hamstrings, which is the back of your legs, to take some of the tension away from the back. We're then going to bend the back down to about 30 to 45 degrees. Keep the dumbbells at the side of your body, and we're going to pull the dumbbells back until you want to feel like you're trying to get your elbows into your pockets. So we're going to pull the dumbbells back until your elbows are towards where your pockets are or in line with your back. drop them straight down from there and repeat. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together, try and get your elbows in as tight to your body as you can do when you bring that dumbbell back, and you should feel a nice little back contraction going on there as the reps go by. And the last thing we're going to get into is we're going to do some step-ups and we're going to do some mountain climbers in the next clip. Okay buddy, so for your step-ups you're going to need a staircase and we're going to be doing these supersets with mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, I know that you've already got experience with right now, they're pretty much just going to be a cardio finisher on the end of step-ups. Step-ups are going to be a great exercise for your legs and also challenging your glutes quite well. All it's going to do for your step-ups is you want to get yourself a step 1 or 2 staircases high. You can hold onto the banister for a little bit of assistance. And you're literally just going to press straight down until you're fully standing up. And you want to try and feel a nice big squeeze in that glute as you stand fully up. Boom, like so. And then lower yourself slowly back down and repeat again from there. Now, when we're doing this movement, the only thing that you want to watch out for is you want to make sure that you're not really excessively bending over as you stand up to try and complete the rep. When you do something like that, it means that your back's getting involved quite a bit with the movement and it just takes away a little bit of stretch from the legs. So if you go to your second step and you find that you've really got to chuck yourself up there, just start off from the bottom step for now. It's all good. Just use a lot of good control. Stepping straight up, big glute squeeze, down nice and slowly, stepping straight up, big glute squeeze, down nice and slowly, and repeat from there. We're going to be looking at doing anything between about 10 to 20 reps with these on each leg, and then as soon as we're done with them, you want to get into some mountain climbers, so we can just put your hands on like the third or fourth step up, get yourself over there, and then one knee at a time, straight up towards the chest. Good thing about these as well, if we are doing them against the staircases, the more advanced you feel like you're getting, the lower you can go down. So if I get right onto that second step, it's going to be that little bit more challenging than it would be if I was right at the top. So yeah, hope that you're going to enjoy this workout, buddy. Much love, and I'll catch up with you soon.